As a current PS5 owner, I wondered if the PS5 Pro would be worth the upgrade. So I went ahead and bought one, and I've been testing it for the past 2 weeks. In this video, I'll go over the unboxing, data transfer, new features, PS5 Pro Enhanced games, and anything else you should know. So let's get started. Also, happy 2025! Okay, the PS5 Pro only comes in this black box, meaning it's a digital console. It's similar to the original PS5 and PS5 Slim, which also came in a white box if it had a disk drive. I ordered mine from Amazon, and unfortunately, there was a tear in the bottom corner and a few scratches on the front. So inside, you find a white box with a DualSense controller, USB-C to USB-C cable, HDMI cable, power cord, and 2 clear feet. There's also a quick start guide and a safety guide. Let's slide the PS5 Pro out, remove these cardboard pieces, and unwrap the plastic. And here it is. The 3 black stripes make it look pretty cool. The PS5 Pro is a lot thinner and lighter than the original PS5, which makes sense since there's no disk drive. We also have the same white DualSense controller, and these little feet are for laying the PS5 Pro horizontally. The vertical stand is an extra $30, and on the PS5 Pro, if we remove the bottom cover, you can buy the $80 disk drive and install it yourself. For $700, I wish the stand and disk drive were included in the box. If you're interested in the PS5 Pro, I'll link it in the description box below. Alright, I did the initial setup off camera, but everything was the same. If you're upgrading from an existing PS5, you can transfer your data to the PS5 Pro, and the fastest way to do that is with an M.2 SSD. Copy all of your games to it, and make sure nothing is on the console storage. Now, it's a matter of taking out the SSD from the old PS5 and slotting it inside the new PS5 Pro. There's no formatting, no downloading, nothing. Your other data like game saves, screenshots, and videos need to be transferred by using the data transfer setting. It's pretty straightforward, just follow the on-screen instructions, select what you want to transfer, and wait. Also, don't forget to sync your trophies as they're linked to your PlayStation account. So Sony's marketing the PS5 Pro as the best way to play your PS5 games. It has a more powerful GPU, more teraflops, an extra 2 gigs of RAM just for the system, and 2 terabytes of internal storage. There's also Wi-Fi 7, but I use a wired connection. Those are solid improvements, but I want to test out PSSR, or PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, and the advanced ray tracing. PSSR takes a lower resolution from performance mode or balance and upscales it to 4K by using AI. And advanced ray tracing adds even more detail to those reflections like in windows or in the water. So instead of choosing between graphics mode or performance, you can now enjoy the best of both worlds and play in 4K 60 FPS or even 120 with ray tracing for those PS5 Pro Enhanced games. On the PlayStation Store, there are over 80 games that are optimized for the PS5 Pro, but I'll demo a few of them. The first game I tested out was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Also, I want to point out that I'm using the Elgato 4K-X to record gameplay in 4K 60. So when the game first launched, graphics mode targeted a 4K resolution but at 30 FPS, and performance mode was 1440p at 60 FPS, but the image quality took a big hit for some reason. Here are the two side by side. Square Enix did add a performance sharp mode, but they both look the same to me. For the PS5 Pro, there's a new versatility mode, which basically combines the other 2 modes together. Versatility is the way this game was meant to be played. We're getting 4K graphics thanks to PSSR and 60 FPS. PSSR is doing a great job compared to graphics. And here's all 3 modes, so you can see the difference. I guess it's time to go back and get that platinum trophy. The next game I tested was Stellar Blade. This game was already great on the PS5, but the PS5 Pro version makes it even better. Under settings, there are 2 new modes, Pro and Pro Max. Pro uses balance mode and upscales the image by using PSSR. The frame rate was also increased, and I'm seeing around 80 FPS. Pro Max takes the resolution mode and runs the game at a higher frame rate at around 50 FPS. Here's balanced and Pro mode side by side. But you might not be able to tell the quality difference unless I zoom in. Stellar Blade also included a HFR, high frame rate option to support 120Hz displays. This minimizes input lag, which helps with those perfect dodges and parries. Here's Spider-Man 2 with a new graphics mode called Fidelity Pro and Performance Pro. Just like the last two games, Performance Pro takes a lower resolution and upscales it to 4K while keeping that smooth 60 FPS with ray tracing turned on. And Fidelity Pro takes a normal 4K image at 30 FPS but adds even more detail for ray tracing. You can also toggle on VRR and 120Hz display mode for higher frame rates. After using the two, Performance mode is the best option. You're going to be swinging around the city anyways, and probably too fast to even notice ray tracing. Gran Turismo 7 was also updated for 4K 60 with ray tracing and 8K support if your TV is compatible. You can also take in-game screenshots at up to 8K, but it'll probably be grayed out for most of us. Again, PSSR does a great job, and racing around the track looks a lot nicer thanks to those reflections on the cars. And finally, I tested The Last of Us Part 1, which features a new Pro mode. Again, just like the other games, this mode combines the best of both by giving you 4K thanks to PSSR and targets 60 FPS. So here's Fidelity mode, the game looks sharp but choppy at 30 FPS. In Performance mode, we get a smooth 60 FPS, but quite a bit of detail is lost. And here's the new Pro mode at 4K 60. I'll cycle through the three modes and let me know if you can notice a difference. I'm hoping every game will be PS5 Pro Enhanced, since I can't go back to the normal graphics or Performance mode. I'll cross my fingers for an update for Final Fantasy 16 and Final Fantasy 7 Remake. And in case you're wondering, there's no way you can tell if a game is PS5 Pro Enhanced from the welcome screen. It would be nice if there was a logo like the PS5 and PS4. The only way you can tell is by going to the PlayStation Store. Also, I noticed the power light is near the power button instead of the opposite side. And the PS5 Pro does sound a bit louder when you're gaming with the new Pro mode, but it's nothing like the PS4's vacuum sound. PS4 games are also receiving a nice update on the PS5 Pro with a new option called Enhanced Image Quality for PS4 games. It won't magically make your PS4 games look like PS5 versions, but there'll be a small boost in quality. I tried Nier Automata, and here's how the menu looks with the setting turned off. And this is with the setting turned on. Can you tell the difference? The text is slightly sharper, especially if I zoom in. Now for some footage when I'm in-game. Again, this is off, and this is on. I'll put them both side by side, then zoom in. I tried another game, Trials of Mana, and I'm seeing similar results. It does look sharper, but you probably won't notice unless you get very close and pixel peep. All of your PS4 games will still run the same, so there's no frame rate enhancements, just a minor boost in picture quality. So is the PS5 Pro worth upgrading? For most people, no, especially if you already own a regular PS5. The PS5 Pro is a niche product for the people who want the best of the best. If you want to enjoy immersive story-driven games in 4K 60 FPS, and you have a nice 120Hz OLED TV or monitor, then the PS5 Pro is definitely worth it. However, if you prefer casual games and don't really care about details, then the regular PS5 is still a great console. Do you have the PS5 Pro? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you'll be notified when I post new videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!